Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Dr. Cloud Studio video. I'm Sunny Jahal. Today it's another Thursday talk. That's what we're doing today. So what are our topics today? And so today we're going to be talking about three different things. First, we're going to start off by talking about Hogwarts Legacies. Obviously, it's a new game. It just launched. There's a lot of big talking points to be made around that game. I'm finding it hard to get into it, and I wanted to talk about it. Two, we're going to be talking about the ChatGPT Tool by OpenAI. They have been updating. It's an amazing tool. I use it every day. I experiment with it every day. I want you guys to be experimenting with it every day. So I wanted to talk about it farther in today's talks. And then last but not least, the graph, GRT, which is an Ethereum-based token that is on our radar that might end up being a very good investment. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a common sense advisor. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get started with today's Thursday's talk. So every day I record, I realize that when I'm trying to fix my hair on the camera of the view that I see of myself, I'm always reaching for the wrong sides. So that's something I got to get used to. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and let's jump into today's Thursday talk. Let's talk about Hogwarts Legacies by Warner Bros. Games. I have been having the hardest time getting into Hogwarts Legacies, and I don't understand why. I've actually enjoyed a lot of titles that have launched late 2022. There wasn't too many memorable selections, but Hogwarts Legacy definitely had a lot of hype around it, and I usually do play every AAA game. I am a gamer. I like the game, and I have insomnia, so whenever I'm done with my work day at night, I'm playing the game because I can't sleep, and that's when I play. And I really enjoy my games, but Hogwarts Legacy is becoming something that I feel like I have to play and not something that I'm playing because I want to, right? And I wonder if that makes sense to some of you guys. And so I did a video on it, and I wasn't even happy with the video that I actually did on the game. I'm at 19% complete. I do not go seeking spoilers. So let me go and let you guys know that I don't go out searching for spoilers. What I mean by that is I don't do research on games to that extent that some people do. So I went into the game blind, other than knowing that it was delayed, and other than knowing that one, it was announced a long time ago, and I remember when it was announced, and then two, it was supposed to launch last year and it was delayed till this year. And I wasn't even thinking about the game until one of my friends was like, "Hey, this Hogwarts games looks really cool," and so I picked it up on launch, and I wanted to do a video on it, and I'm not having the most fun, but I'm still playing it. I am gonna finish it. I do finish every game I start. I don't like I'm a completionist. I don't like to not leave it unfinished. But so with that being said, how are you guys faring with Hogwarts Legacies? Are you finding a hard time getting into it? Are you enjoying the game? Has it been a game that's been like a memorable game to you, that has been something that you've been waiting for a long time? Is it a 5-star for you? Is it a 1-star for you? I would love to know. Let's talk about it in the comments. And so with that being said, on Hogwarts Legacies, that's where I'm at personally. So, and let's go ahead and we'll jump out of the Hogwarts Legacy topic from there, because I still have to do a very in-depth video that I want to do on the game, so I can give you guys my honest take when I finally see the credits roll, that if I think it was a good game or not. But so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, next up we are talking about ChatGPT by OpenAI. Okay, so ChatGPT Tool. It's made by OpenAI, and what it is that it's a language model that can give you particular responses, but it can do so much more. And that's what I want everybody to understand. So I have my notes right here, and let's go ahead and let's jump into what ChatGPT is, and what the newer features are, and what OpenAI is doing to enhance ChatGPT. So here we are. So ChatGPT as a language model consistently is improving and evolving, with new updates, enhancements being released on a regular basis. Some of the key talking points about recent development for ChatGPT tool are the following. Increased training data. So the ChatGPT tool is now trained on a much larger data set than before, which has improved its language understanding and ability to generate more natural sounding responses. What does that mean? That means that it wants to make you feel like you are talking more to a person than you are to a chatbot. And so they are definitely catering towards giving you more catered responses, and it's doing a great job of that. And if you guys have been using the ChatGPT tool, you guys will see that as it's updated, it has been doing a great job with the user response ratio. Also, multilingual support. ChatGPT's tool now supports multiple languages, including English, Spanish, French, German, Chinese, and many more that I did not list on my notes. What that means. This means that the users from different parts of the world can now use the tools in their native language, of course. So that means that the ChatGPT tool is more versatile. More people can use it. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you have access to internet, if you have access to the ChatGPT tool, and if your language is available, you will be able to use the chatbot no problem. Fine-tuned for specific tasks. And this is an interesting one. So ChatGPT tool boasts that it can now be fine-tuned for specific tasks. And by now being fine-tuned, I mean it is fine-tuned for specific tasks, such as customer support, chatbots, content creation. This makes the tool more versatile and useful in a wide range of applications. And yes, it does. You can honestly ask this chatbot to create anything for you, and more than likely you will either get a really satisfying response that puts you on the right path, or it will create it for you. It can also make code snippets for you, and that's enough to get me excited when a AI can start creating code catered to my particular needs. That's amazing, right? And so what else? Better responsiveness is a thing that I've mentioned twice in my notes, because responsiveness is something that OpenAI is taking very seriously for the ChatGPT tool. And the latest update to the ChatGPT tool has improved its response time, making it faster and more efficient in generating responses to user input. Also, they enhanced security. It now incorporates advanced security features to protect user privacy, and ensure sensitive information is not shared with others. So whatever questions you may be asking the ChatGPT bot, no worries, you are fine. OpenAI takes your privacy very seriously, so you don't have anything to worry about. So the ChatGPT tool is evolving. So if it was something that you checked out as a one and done thing, I recommend going back and seeing what the ChatGPT tool can really do for you. This is just a Thursday talk, so we're not going to jump more into it, other than I just think that maybe the ChatGPT tool is something that you should be checking out. So next, let's go ahead and let's jump into the graph, GRT, which is an Ethereum-based token. Last but not least, T token, the graph. That is what we are talking about as our final talking point in today's Thursday talk. And so let me just go ahead and say it in my notes, right? And I was going to leave it for the end, but I need to go ahead and say it. The graph has already integrated with various blockchains, including Ethereum, IPFS, and Polygon, guys. And that's a big thing, and has become a critical infrastructure component for the decentralization web. And it has. You guys know what dApps are? dApps? Well, the graph is a decentralized protocol for indexing data for various blockchains, making it easier for developers to build and access decentralized applications. And GRT is also an incentive. The GRT token is... So stakers and indexers earn GRT as a reward for providing services to the network, right? And what are those services? Obviously staking, and other certain things that you can do depending on the token that is. This is the graph particularly. But while curators earn GRT by identifying and signaling high quality data to the network, it is GRT can also be used to pay for indexing. You can also pay for indexing on the graph using GRT, making it an essential component in the economy. And that's also a big thing. But what is the graph? It is a decentralized protocol for indexing the data for various blockchains, making it easier for developers to build and access decentralized applications, dApps, like I mentioned before, on the blockchain. And that's a huge thing, guys. That's big. The market cap, I believe, is about 10 million in early 2021 and is over 5 billion now in early 2022, and I believe has gone up from there. I had just seen the graph actually also featured on a couple of mainstream news articles. There's a lot of talk around the graph. Here's the thing. You can't run some of the ecosystems that the Ethereum blockchain has created without the graph. What does that mean? GRT token is now a necessity. It is a must have. It has such key functions to it that not investing in it would be kind of a miss, in my opinion. It's very cheap. It's not expensive. And let me pull the price up on what actually it is worth right now. GRT token. Right now, the GRT token is worth... Okay, so today the GRT token price at this very second is at 17 cents. 0.174569 to be very particularly I'm not specific. Got it. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I am not a financial advisor. I just am a common sense advisor that am advising you guys to possibly, and you probably should do this, and that's check out GRT token. And I do think that it deserves a place in your portfolio. And I actually am such a believer in GRT token that I'll prove it. That's right. What I'll do is I'll make an entire video on the GRT token, the Ethereum blockchain, and what the GRT token does for it and how we'll break it down, right? We'll go into more details than this simple Thursday talk can give us. So with that being said, guys, GRT token belongs in your portfolio. And so let's go ahead and let's wrap it up then. And that wraps up today's Thursday talk. So we talked about the GRT token. We talked about OpenAI, the ChatGPT tool. We also talked about Hogwarts Legacies. And I would love to know what you guys think about these things in the comments. I would love to discuss these things farther. Did I miss anything? Is there anything that you guys would like to talk to me about? Let's connect. Let's talk about it. Thank you for tuning into another Dr. Cloud Studio video. Again, I'm Sunny Jahal. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. And definitely consider liking and subscribing if you like my content. Have a wonderful weekend.